First at 10 tonight, we're looking ahead to tomorrow's big day in campaign 2014. Voters will head to the polls in the morning to narrow the field of candidates in several races.
And the biggest one we're watching is the contest to be Rhode Island's next governor and what is expected to be a close Democratic primary. The key could be which campaign is better at getting their supporters to the polls. And this year, we dug deeper to show you how the top contenders are running their ground games.
Eyewitness News reporter Walt Buteau is in the newsroom with the details.
We found out there's a sharp difference in how the three leading Democrats organize their ground game. Clay Pell's campaign manager tells us Pell is using the model created by Barack Obama. Paid field organizers are trained to teach volunteers how to run what are known as staging areas. And Pell now has more of both compared to Raimondo and Tavares. We're told 26 field organizers have trained enough volunteers to run 22 Pell for Governor staging areas to get out the vote. It's considered a more bang for your buck approach. And of course, almost all of Pell's bucks are his, since he's put in about $3.4 million of his own money into his war chest. Is that about money? Your money, though, not other people's money, but is that about your money?
This is about my philosophy of a campaign. I believe that we should have a grassroots campaign, that the way to win an election is by going door to door, neighborhood to neighborhood, community to community.
Raimondo tells us she's not worried that Pell has a ground game advantage.
We have a very strong ground game. We have thousands of volunteers in addition to the paid staff, so I have a huge groundswell of support, and we're going to get out the vote on September 9th.
Her campaign manager tells us Raimondo is paying 15 field organizers, and her campaign will use hundreds of volunteers to knock on about 75,000 doors to get out the vote. Eyewitness News political analyst Joe Fleming says while volunteers are often the boots on the ground games are not free.
Very expensive. And again, Clay Pell seems to have the money that he needs for the campaign. So does Gina. The question is, does Angel have the money to have a very strong ground game? Is he doing it with volunteers or is he doing it with paid staff?
Tavares' staff would not provide specific numbers for us, but the candidate tells us his formula is effective.
When I ran for mayor, I was outspent by my opponents very significantly, and I won by 20 points.
Does the number of field managers, though, make a difference? It's a pretty big difference.
I'm very happy that Mr. Pell is providing a stimulus package here in the state of Rhode Island and putting people to work that way.
It's all talk until the levers are pulled, and all three candidates expect a late night, waiting for the results from their campaigns and their ground games. In the newsroom, Walt Buteau, Eyewitness News.